and then we can take some questions from the audience.
Okay. Well, I always wanted to be an actor, actress, whatever it is. I don't know what the PC is now. I call myself an actress. I'm a girl. I don't know. And from the age of like 3, I knew that I wanted to be an actress. And apparently, when we used to get on the bus in England, in London, I would get up onto the seat and sing "Que Sera Sera" to all the other passengers, much to my mother's dismay. So it was always there. And then I had to really fight to do it because my parents didn't want me. Well, my mom didn't want me to be an actress. She wanted me to be a lawyer and be respectable. So I turned down a place at university to go to drama school, which she never forgave me for. And then I went into the theatre, which is how you do it in England, and I was in the theatre for about 10 years before I came to LA. And the rest is kind of history, I suppose. And you can stop taking pictures now, because I'm going to go blind. Okay, all right. Okay, that's it.
What prompted the move to LA? Did you have offers, or you just wanted to get into film?
No, actually, a boy prompted the move to LA. A breakup with a boy, and I decided I wanted to be as far away from him as possible. Okay. So I came to LA. I went to LA. Yeah. Them that first weekend, and you know, I'm walking on the beach the next day in my swimsuit. You know, I thought I'd died and gone to heaven, really. 24 years later, not so much. Yeah, getting a bit old now, LA. But unfortunately, I married the only American who hates England. So the chances of us going back are pretty slim. Unless, of course, we did discuss this before I came to Boston, that if Sarah Palin becomes president, we're moving back to England. Can I come with you?
Sure. So how'd you get your break then in the business out in LA? What was your first
actually, I got a job. I got a job 5 days after I arrived on a show called Hunter. Remember Hunter with Fred Dreyer? Yeah. And then I got a job on 21 Jump Street. And then I got Star Trek.
Was that quick?
It was quick, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, within 6 months I got Star Trek. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
even there, based on the stories that the other guests have told, well, that's not usual.
I know. I'm the poster child of what isn't supposed to happen in Hollywood. Yeah.
For Star Trek, 6 months after you arrived.
To the day. To the day. Actually, I was totally broke. My credit cards were maxed out. In fact, one of my friends who was on a series in England, I was so broke, and we spoke on the phone, and I said, you know, I can't even pay my rent this month. And she said, well, how much do you owe on your credit cards? And I told her, and she said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll pay off your credit cards so you can stay a little longer, because I was auditioning for Star Trek, so I really had to stay. And she paid off my credit cards. And so when I got the job, I was able, you know, to pay her back. But I had my last audition on the Monday. And I was actually auditioning. Every time I auditioned, I was auditioning with Denise and Gates. We were always there at the same time. And of course, I thought we were auditioning for the same part. So I was like giving them the stink eye, you know, in the waiting room. But then I realized, of course, we weren't. And so I auditioned on the Monday. And my agent called me on Monday night, and she said, well, what did you do wrong? And I said, what do you mean? She said, well, the other two got offered the job, and you didn't. And I was like, oh, maybe, okay, I didn't get it. You know, they found somebody else. And then on the Wednesday, I had a ticket back to England. And as I said, I was broke. So I had to use that ticket, because if I didn't use the ticket, I was going to be stuck in America and be an illegal, you know. So I literally, Wednesday morning, May the 6th, I went into my bedroom and I took my suitcase down off the top of the wardrobe, and I opened the suitcase and the telephone rang, and it was my agent telling me we got the job.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was like just in the nick of time. And actually for about 2 weeks I was an illegal immigrant until they sent me to Canada to renew my visa. Yeah. Oh, and that's my husband calling me, I'm sure, but we'll ignore that. Okay.
Did you set something up with an agent when you were over in England?
No, I literally...
You got an agent right when you came to the States?
Yeah, I did. I had a friend, I'm going to name drop here. I used to be really good friends with Sting and Trudy Styler. Trudy and I went to drama school together. And she hooked me up with an agent in LA when I got there. And yeah, but I came I didn't know anybody in LA. I got on a plane. In fact, I cried all the way because all my friends came to the airport to see me off, and my mom. And my mom was literally hanging on to me as I was going through immigration. No, don't go. I suddenly realized when I was sitting on the plane that I was going to this foreign country where I didn't know anybody. The girl I was going to room with, I'd met her for like 10 minutes in London, and I cried the whole time. In fact, I cried so hard, I didn't even realize they upgraded me to business class. And I didn't even realize I was in business class instead of coach. And in fact, what one of the stewardesses took such pity on me that about halfway through the flight, she goes, "Would you like to watch the pilot fly the plane?" I was like, okay. So I went up into the cockpit and I was watching the pilot fly the plane, which is really boring, I have to say, for a girl. Maybe the boys would find it more exciting, but I thought it was really boring. And then I saw that they were serving scones for tea, and I was like, bye, I'm going down to eat my scones. That was my trip.
Let's take some questions.